Jane, there's no way you're still in bed by now. Wake up already, you lazy bones. Haven't you had enough sleep?
Nikki, I'm awake already. But don't you think it's too early for insults? These harsh words can't be the first thing you say to me today.
Oh, I'm not harsh yet. This is the weekend. How dare you sleep in? Don't you know the house needs to be cleaned up? The laundry needs to be done as well, and you just choose to sleep like a log. Who are you expecting to do the chores? Me? You must be delusional to think so. I do the chores all week. I'm not going to do it alone during the weekend as well. Now, get off that bed at once.
You make it sound like I don't do anything, and that's not correct. I help you every single day when I return from work, no matter how late. Even now, I'm yet to fully recover my strength from last night's chores, and I need all the sleep I can get because the weekend will be over soon. You know how tasking my job is now. I've been taking more shifts now because Damien lost his job, and I'm the sole breadwinner. Please bear with me for now. Once Damien gets another job, I'll be able to help you out better.
OMG! I've never been so insulted in my life. What do you see me as? Your maid? Is it now my job to clean up after you?
You know that's not what I mean. But then, you can ask Damien to help you out.
Damien? What kind of a wife wants her husband to do chores? You're the wife, so it's your duty.
Why can't he help out? He's always at home and does basically nothing all day. I make all the money, the least he can do is help a little.
He's the man of the house, and chores are beneath him. I'd not talk about this again. Now get out of that room right now before I lose my temper.
Hi, honey. Why aren't you answering your calls? I want to talk to you.
Can't it wait? I'm kind of busy right now. No, I'm afraid I can't.
I need your help, Damien. Can you help me talk to your mom? She knows just how hard I work every day and how it makes me come home late. Yet she insists I must do all the chores. How is that fair? Can you ask her to cut me some slack? We both know chores are not something I'll ever shy away from, but these days I just don't have the time. Please do this for me.
Nah, how can you ask this of me? I can't involve myself in these petty women squabbles. It's between you and my mom, and I don't want to get caught in the middle.
What? How can you say that? This issue is driving a rift between your mother and your wife, and you won't do anything about it?
Exactly, so leave me alone. I'm about to meet a businessman who has this great proposal for me, so I need a clear mind.
Let me guess. That's another investor? Why does this feel like yet another scam? When will you learn, Damien? Haven't you lost enough money to these get-rich-quick schemes?
This one is different. I can feel it in my soul. I'll make a lot of money from it. Just wait and see.
No. I'm sick and tired of this. Why won't you ever listen to me? Ever since you lost your job, you've been uninterested in getting another. You chose instead to look for avenues to make quick money, and all they do is steal the little you have. I've told you countless times about my business idea. Why won't you work with me on this? I'm sure that if we open up a liquor store in this area, it'll be a hit.
So what, do you want me as your employee? How can you even think of that?
No, Damien. We're husband and wife. And when I open the store, it'll belong to us. Right now, I can't focus on it due to my work. But if you join me on this, you can man the store while I focus on my work.
It's a dumb idea. Nothing on earth will make me want to choose to be stuck in that store with you. I'm meant to be rich, and in time you'll see that. You doubt me, but you'll come to regret it.
I can see I can't change your mind. But still, talk to your mom for me, will you? Damien? Damien, I just saw the withdrawal you made from our joint account. What in the world do you need $50K for?
Relax, okay? I used it to make a brilliant investment. Remember that investor I met 3 days ago? Well, he brought this opportunity to me, and I just had to hit it while it's hot.
No, no, no. Don't tell me you just gave all that money to a scammer. I warned you about this. Why didn't you listen to me?
Oh, ye of little faith. Watch and see. I'll be getting my ROI soon, and the payback will be huge.
I can't believe this. It was a joint account, but all the money in it is mine. I've begged you to get a new job or help me manage my business, but you refused. Yet you never hesitate to spend my money. I've been the only one carrying this family on my shoulders. Do you know the financial implications of that? Do you have any idea how hard it was to save up that amount? You've emptied the account and rendered us broke. How would we cope in an emergency? How could you do this to me?
Oh, I get it now. You're just jealous because I refuse to partake in your stupid liquor store business idea. Such a small mind. Just hold on, I'm gonna make it big, and when the money starts coming in, I'll make you swallow your words.
You had no right taking that money for something like that without asking me first. I've warned you countless times. This need to make money without working for it is going to get you into trouble one day. Don't use my money on any other investments you might come up with, or I swear, you and I will have a problem.
Now you're just being mean. This is something that's gonna change our lives, and you're hassling me for it? You enjoy seeing me jobless and broke, don't you? Well, I can't wait to see your face when I become a millionaire.
I'm done with this conversation. I can see it's not going anywhere. I'm sick of all this. Maybe my trip would help me relax.
What trip?
Oh yeah, I've been meaning to tell you. I'll be going on an important business trip in 2 days. This could push my career forward as it could help me become a partner in the company.
How long will you be gone?
Around a week. I hope it's not more than that.
There's no pressure. Take as much time as you want.
Jane, why are you still in the house? You should be on the trip already.
That's tomorrow, Nikki. Why are you in such a hurry to see me leave? Is there something going on that I should know about?
LOL, don't kid yourself. Since I'll be the one doing all the house chores now, I want to do a thorough cleaning of the house. And I can't achieve that while you're still there. After all, it's what you've always wanted. Such lazy bones.
You always seem to have an insult handy whenever you're talking to me. It's like you're trying to instigate something from me, but I won't let you have that.
Think whatever you want. I don't care.
You've made that clear. I have a question though. What's the outcome of the investment Damien made? I've already asked him, but he refused to say a word to me.
Why on earth would he do that? You told him that you don't care about his ideas and called him foolish for taking a risk. So mind your business.
Nikki, it was my money he used to make that investment. Don't you think I deserve to know?
No, you don't. You're going to regret not taking his side. I promise you that.
Hi, Nikki. Is there a problem? I've been trying to reach Damien all day, but he is not answering his calls and texts. Did something happen?
Oh, he's fine.
Why then is he refusing to answer my calls? I'm on my way home and I wanted to let him know.
On your way home? What home are you talking about? Oh, I guess you still don't know. We're selling the house.
What? Is this a joke?
Why would I make a joke about something this serious? Damien and I put it up for sale a few days ago, so you better figure out somewhere else to stay for now, unless you want to sleep in the streets.
Hold on. You can't be serious. How can you make such a decision without consulting me first?
Who do you think you are, huh? Are you saying my son needs your permission before selling his own house? How dare you? No wonder he's sick and tired of living with you. You're too controlling and toxic. We're already looking for a new house, so once the old one is sold, we'll move in. So just stay away from us, okay? We want nothing more to do with you.
I can't believe you and Damien would do something as despicable as this. Was this the reason you both were urging me to travel? So you could sell the house in my absence? But then, how exactly were you expecting to sell it without my signature? You didn't think that far, did you?
What are you talking about? Damien signed. That was enough.
Damien? What a joke! The house is mine. Didn't he tell you that? I can't believe this. I inherited the house from my mother when she passed, and I've been living there ever since. After our marriage, Damien moved in with me. Hold on, did he tell you he owned the house? What a liar!
I don't believe you.
Now it all makes sense. A few days ago, I got a call from my real estate agent informing me that my house was on the market. That's what saved me. I pulled it down at once and canceled the sale. At first, I thought it was scammers trying to steal my house, but now I know it's you both. You conspired to steal my house. This is a crime, Nikki, and I won't let it slide. I'll be reporting you to the authorities. I'm sick and tired of turning the other cheek when you and Damien hurt me. I'm done.
Jane, can we just calm down for a moment? No need to make rash decisions. There's no need to talk about crimes and authorities here, is there? We're family. Have you forgotten?
No, my family would never stab me in the back. What you and Damien just attempted was fraud, and I'll make sure you pay for it to the fullest extent of the law. Mark my words.
Jane, I made a terrible mistake. I know my texts are the last thing you want to read right now, but I don't know who else to run to. You're all I've got right now. You've got to help me out here.
Help you? Hell no! You're a wanted criminal on the run from the law. Why would I want to help you?
Because I'm your husband? I should have never hurt you that way, and I'm sorry. I've paid the price for my mistakes, I swear. I've been suffering, Jane. You were right about that investment I made. It was nothing but a scam. The minute they got my money, they disappeared. I knew you'd never forgive me for losing your $50K, so I decided to end everything with you. Selling the house was the first step. I thought it would buy me and my mom some time until I made more money.
But you didn't get more money, did you? Instead, you only got into more trouble. Now you owe me $50K and you're on the run from the law. How long do you think you can keep this up?
Come on, all this can be easily resolved between us. Just tell the cops that you've forgiven me and they'll back off. After all, the house is still yours and the would-be buyers didn't lose their money. If you drop the charges, I'll be a free man again.
LOL. You really take me for a fool, don't you? Why on earth would I accept you back? I never mattered to you, except for the money you were getting. Not once did you stand for me when your mother basically turned me into a dump for all her frustration and resentment. You allowed it to happen. And then, as if all of that was not enough, you went ahead to steal my money and sell my house. Only a fool will take you back after all these years of hurt, and I've been a fool long enough.
Please don't be like this. If you'll have me back, I promise I'll be the best husband. I'll even work for you in your liquor store.
Oh, I don't need you for that anymore. Now that we don't live together, my daily expenses have been cut drastically, and I don't work so many shifts anymore. But that's not even the best part. I'm now a partner.
Wow, that's great news. I'm so proud of you. I knew you could do it.
Your flattery won't help. But it's indeed great news because I now have time to open my liquor store and run it on the side. You're useless to me now, Damien.
No, I won't accept this. It can't be over, not like this. You have to forgive me. I'm your husband. Jane, please.
No, you're not. Not anymore. I want a divorce. I'm done being shackled to a man like you. I deserve more and I'm gonna get it.
No, not a divorce. You can't be serious.
Goodbye, Damien.
Jane, hold on for a second. Jane, don't do this to me. Jane!
Damien and Nikki were arrested 2 days later and had to pay huge fines that drove them into serious debt. Our divorce was finalized not long after, and he had to pay me alimony, which only drove him further into debt. To be able to meet up, he was forced to get a job in the suburbs of the city. He still lives with his mom, and last I heard, they bicker and fight over everything because they blame each other for how terrible their lives turned out. I've never been happier. So far, I've been enjoying my position as a partner, but I'm planning to quit soon so I can focus fully on my liquor store. I already have 3 people working for me, and I knew it was only a matter of time before I made it into a major brand. Everything was perfect. Jake, are you there? I have some really big news, and I could really do with you being able to talk to me at the minute.
Hey, I'm free. What's up?
Well, you know that my grandma passed away recently, right?
Yeah?
Well, she left me some inheritance, and I've just gone and found out what it was, and you will never believe it.
Was it a secret diary of long lost lovers?
What? No. She left me $6 million.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What?
That was my reaction.
But how? I mean, she never seemed as if she had that kind of money.
I know, right? But apparently she invested a load of money into stocks and bonds and stuff, and she actually had some shares in some pretty big named companies. She had shares in Apple and Microsoft, for God's sakes.
But if she had that much money, why didn't she ever use it for herself?
Well, in her letter to me, she said that she had never felt the need to flaunt her wealth and use it on trivial things. She was happy and as content as she could possibly be with her life, and she didn't want things to change, which she knew would happen if she revealed that she was rich. Basically, she liked things as they were in her life.
I mean, that's fair enough. If she was happy as she was, then money wasn't gonna make her more happy.
Yeah, precisely. And it's not like she didn't use a bit of it. When she got into her old age, she used the funds to keep herself afloat and to make sure that she and my granddad wouldn't have to worry about things when they retired.
I guess it's kind of nice to know that money isn't everything to some people and that they would rather live a simple life, full of love and happiness, than one full of people simply after your money.
Yeah, I guess so. But what am I supposed to do with all of this money now? I mean, I never thought that I would ever end up this wealthy, so I have no clue what I'm supposed to do with it all.
Well, just do what feels right to you. I mean, $6 million is quite a lot of money, so perhaps you could give some away to charity if you wanted to. Other than that, I'd suggest doing some things for yourself. Maybe buying yourself a nice new place to live, or some stuff that you've been wanting for a while now. Or spoiling your bestest friend in the whole wide world.
And who would that be?
Well, it better be me, otherwise you and me will be having some serious words, Missy.
Well, don't you worry. I'll make sure to spoil you rotten, lol. But there was one thing I was curious about.
What's that?
Well, what do you think I should do in regards to Wayne?
What do you mean?
Well, I just mean that he's been acting a bit strange lately, and I don't know if telling him about this inheritance will make things better between us or not, you know?
Yeah, I kinda get where you're coming from. Like, if you guys are having problems, maybe it's best not to mention anything about the money, just in case he decides to try and act like everything's okay, just so that he can get the money.
Do you really think he'd do that?
Huh? Oh no, that was just a hypothetical. I'm sure he wouldn't do that, but maybe just for the safe side of things, you should keep this info under wraps a little bit, just until you two have worked whatever kinks out of your relationship. But ultimately, it's up to you. He's your husband.
Yeah, I think you might be right though. Perhaps it would be better if I didn't say anything for a little while.
Well, I'm here if you need to talk, just let me know.
Okay, thanks, Jake. You really are the bestest friend a girl could have.
And I'll be expecting my own yacht by the end of the week because of how great I am.
Sure, I'll add that to the list. See ya.
See ya. Emily, we need to talk. Now.
What is it, Wayne? I'm kind of busy at work at the minute.
Oh, are you now? Are you sure that you're not off swanning about on some yacht or in some fancy hotel or something? Buying yourself loads of fancy clothes and eating at loads of fancy restaurants?
Wayne, what are you on about? You sound like you've gone crazy.
I know about the money, Emily.
The money?
Oh, don't play dumb. You know exactly what money I'm on about. Your grandmother's inheritance that she gave you? $6 million?
Oh, that.
Yeah, that. Why didn't you tell me? I mean, your grandmother passed away months ago, so you would have known about the inheritance not long after that. We could have been living happily with $6 million to our names. We wouldn't have had to work another day in our lives. Why didn't you tell me?
Well, I didn't want it to change things.
What are you going on about? Change things? Of course it would change things. We would have been rich. No money troubles at all. Don't you want that?
Well, of course I wanted that, but I also want to make sure that our relationship doesn't change. We haven't been on the best of terms lately, and I don't know. I didn't want things to get worse simply because of money.
Now you're just being stupid. Things wouldn't have gotten worse with money. They would have gotten better. I could even give my mom and dad at least $1 million so that they could live happily as well.
Well, that's what I mean.
Huh?
Look, You know that I would help your family out and stuff, but your mom has never been the kindest to me. She actually hates me, and I don't think we should reward her behavior with money, let alone so much money. It just doesn't seem right to me.
Emily, she's my mother. I want to give us her money if I can.
Yes, you can give her some of your money. However, this inheritance is my money from my grandma, the last thing she left me. So I get to decide what happens to it and who gets it. And frankly, your mom hasn't really been the nicest to me.
So what? Just because she said a few things that you can't handle, you're gonna not let her have any money? How stupid and selfish is that?
Excuse you? It's not stupid or selfish. Sometimes people need to deal with the consequences of their actions, and so if your mom wants to be horrible to me, so be it. But she won't be getting any money from me, that's for sure.
Well, me being your husband means that what's yours is mine, and so if I want to give my mom some inheritance money, then I can.
I think you'll find you can't. The money is all in my name, and considering we don't share a bank account, you have no access to it whatsoever.
Uh-huh. Unless, of course, I divorce you.
What?
You heard me. I'm gonna divorce you and take half of that inheritance money for myself. I'll be $3 million richer thanks to you and your grandmother passing. This is literally the best thing that could have happened to me.
But why? Aren't we happy?
Oh, you truly are an idiot if you think that we're happy.
What do you mean?
I mean that I haven't been happy being with you for ages now. The only reason that I'm still with you is because you had a decent paying job. With you paying the majority of the bills, I was able to use my money however I wanted to.
So you've been using me all this time?
Well, yeah, kind of. I mean, honestly, I can't see any other reason why anyone would want to stay with you. You're so boring, and let's face it, you're way past your prime.
Past my prime?
Well, yeah, it means you're old.
Wayne, I'm 26.
Yeah, that's the wrong side of 20. I need to be with someone much more youthful and younger than you. Someone who isn't going to drag me down. And it's just got that much easier now that I'm going to have half of your money.
So what? You're just going to go and wave around a bunch of money and see what gold digger who turns up takes your fancy the most?
Why not? I mean, at least they'd be up to having some fun. Besides, I'm only 27. I've still got loads of life left in me. I'm a young man with plenty of appeal.
Oh, so you being in your late 20s means you've still got loads of life then? But I'm an old hag?
Face it, it's just the way things are in the world. Women age faster than men and have to deal with their biological clock and all that. It just means that you're getting past your usefulness.
What a nice thing to say to your wife.
Yeah, well, like I said, you won't be my wife for much longer now.
Well, at least we can agree on one thing. But if you think for even 1 second you'll be getting any of my money, then you've got another thing coming.
Oh, and what are you gonna do to stop me, huh? In cases of divorce, everything is usually split evenly. You can't do anything to stop that.
Just you wait. Then we'll see who's laughing.
Emily, how dare you keep your inheritance from us? That is just so incredibly rude. I always knew that you were no good. You would be a terrible daughter-in-law. I told Wayne not to marry you, but did he listen? No. But I suppose at least you've come in handy for one thing. With the money that we get off of you now, me and the rest of my family will never have to worry about money or working another day in our lives ever again.
Well, Florence, like I told Wayne, that's not going to happen. Regardless of whether or not me and Wayne get divorced, he's not getting a single penny off of me.
You keep thinking that, sweetheart, but the truth is that he is going to get that money, and then he'll finally be able to marry that sweet girl he's been seeing for the last few months.
Wait, I'm sorry. He's been seeing someone?
So naive and clueless. LOL. Yes, he has been seeing someone, a woman called Drew. She's much nicer than you have ever been, and I seriously can't wait for her to be my daughter-in-law instead of you. In fact, Wayne has been thinking of leaving you for quite some time now. He just wanted to wait until the best possible time to do so. I guess he was right in doing so, though, because if he had divorced you all that time ago, he never would have gotten any of this inheritance money.
Actually, thanks to you, Florence, you've pretty much just ensured that he will get nothing at all.
What? How so?
You'll just have to wait and see now, won't you? Thanks for all of your help, though. You've really done me a huge favor. See you, Florence.
Emily, how could you? I don't understand how this has happened. How could you get given all the inheritance money? I was owed that money too.
Well, whilst usually you would have gotten half of that money, your mom told me something that I found very interesting.
And what's that?
Your mom told me that you were cheating on me for the last few months. With that in mind, I hired a private detective to follow you and look into what you were doing those few months, and I was shocked to discover that not only had you cheated on me with this Drew, but also with a few other women as well. You were also taking all of their money, and you've been filtering it into a secret bank account, which, funnily enough, isn't exactly a legal account.
Huh? You couldn't possibly know all of that. And for spying on me, I'm gonna sue you.
Good luck with that, especially considering I've already submitted your illegal savings account to the government to be looked into.
What?
Yeah, apparently the IRS is really interested in non-taxable accounts, which this one actually is. That's actually why you didn't get any money from me at all. The judge could see that you were up to no good, and he didn't want to give you any more chances to mess with any other woman.
I
think you should also be ready for a phone call concerning all of this. You'll have some very interested people wanting to talk to you very soon. Anyway, see ya. I've got a life to go and live, and a best friend to go and spoil. Bye. After divorcing Wayne, I never felt more free, and with the money I inherited, I was able to quit my job and live a happy life. However, I didn't keep all of the money for myself. I donated a lot of money to charity, as I knew that I didn't need all of it for myself. I also spoiled Jake a bit, as I promised, as he has always been there for me and deserves to be spoiled sometimes. As for Wayne, he was actually arrested for his illegal activities. The IRS was extremely interested in his offshore account and soon shut it all down. Wayne was sentenced to 5 years in jail, and the IRS is going to keep an extremely close eye on him from there on out. I guess it really doesn't pay to be a horrible person like Wayne.